legendary city of Pompeii to a 7,000-year-old city discovered in Egypt. Here are 14 cities that time forgot. This is Throwback Thursdays. Number 14. Ciudad Perdida. Its name means Lost City in Spanish, and it's located in Colombia. Founded around 800 AD, the ancient Lost City is made up of 169 terraces carved into the mountainside, several circular plazas, and a net of tiled roads. The city is called Teuna by local tribes, and they believe it served as the central hub of a network of villages inhabited by their ancestors. Ciudad Perdida is thought to have been abandoned sometime during the Spanish conquest. Number 13. Great Zimbabwe. This is a ruined city located in the hills southeast of Zimbabwe, and it was the capital of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe during the Late Iron Age. Construction of these stone buildings started in roughly the 11th century and continued for more than 300 years. A popular archaeological theory posits that a group of Bantu people built the edifices, but that has never been confirmed. At its apex, the Great Zimbabwe is thought to have been occupied by as many as 18,000 inhabitants. Decline in trade and famine are among the reasons cited for the city being ultimately abandoned. Number 12. Calakmul. This Maya archaeological site is located around 22 miles from the Guatemalan border and is hidden in the jungles of the Mexican state Campeche. It's noted as one of the largest ancient Maya cities ever discovered. It was known as the center of the Snake Kingdom, or the Kingdom of the Snake, which reigned during most of the Classic period from 200 to 1000 AD. At its peak, the city held some 50,000 people and held sway over places as far away as 150 kilometers. A decisive battle with the Tikal people took place in 695 AD, after which Calakmul's influence in the wider Maya area steadily waned. Number 11. Hatra. It was thought to have been built in the 3rd or 2nd century BC and is located in modern-day Iraq. The fortified city flourished as a center of trade and religion after being captured by the Parthian Empire during the 1st and 2nd centuries BC. As the capital of the First Arab Kingdom, Hatra managed to weather several invasions by the Romans, but it was destroyed in 241 AD when it fell to the Iranian Empire of Shapur I. The city is noted for its blend of Roman and Hellenistic architecture, especially the temples. Number 10. Palmyra. A subject of the Roman Empire, this was once a wealthy city thanks to caravan routes that linked Mediterranean ports of Roman Syria to Persia. But when Sassanids occupied the mouth of the Tigris and Euphrates in 212 AD, the city's trade began to diminish, although the Romans expanded the city and built a wall to save it from that threat. Muslim Arabs captured Palmyra in 634, but kept the city intact. Under Ottoman rule, the city was reduced to little more than an oasis village. It was essentially forgotten until being rediscovered by Western travelers. Number 9. Petra, known as the Rose-Red City, half as old as time. This was the ancient capital of the Nabatean Kingdom. The unique city was carved into the rock of Jordan's Wadi Musa Canyon. It was thought to be established around 312 BC. Due to its proximity to trade caravans, it became a major trading hub for routes that linked China and India with Egypt, Greece, and Rome. Under Roman rule, Petra declined quickly. An earthquake in 363 destroyed many buildings, and its water management system was crippled. The last inhabitants abandoned the city when the region was conquered by Arabs in 663. The city was essentially forgotten by the Western world after the Crusades. It was rediscovered by a Swiss traveler in 1812. Number 8. Hattusa. In the 17th century, Hattusa was known as the capital of the Hittite Empire. Around 1200 BC, the city, along with the empire, was destroyed, taking part in the Bronze Age collapse, and was abandoned. At its peak, an estimated 50,000 people lived there. Only the remnants of stone palaces and temples remain. At the beginning of the 20th century, the city was rediscovered in central Turkey by an archaeological team. An important discovery at the site has been clay tablets that contain information on procedures, legal codes, and literature of the ancient Near East. Number 7. Caral. This is one of the most ancient cities in the Americas and is found in Peru's Supe Valley. It's estimated to have been inhabited around 2600 to 2000 BC. It was one of the largest cities of the Norte Chico people and could accommodate in excess of 3,000 inhabitants. Its central public area is comprised of a huge plaza with an arrangement of 6 large platform mounds. Many lost cities in the region had similar stone circles or platforms, suggesting that Caral was likely the center of this civilization. Number 6. Taxila. This ancient city in northwestern Pakistan was annexed in 518 BC by the Persian king Darius the Great. In 326 BC, Alexander the Great accepted its surrender. A succession of conquerors ruled the city until it became a noted center of Buddhism. Taxila held a position of prominence in ancient times thanks to its location at the junction of 3 important trade routes. When the trade routes diminished, the city did likewise and receded from memory. Huns destroyed Taxila in the 5th century. Number 5. Persepolis. This was the center and ceremonial capital of the Persian Empire. Its name means capital of Persia in Greek, and it was known for its precious works of art, of which little survives today. Alexander the Great burned the city to the ground in 331 BC as he swept through and conquered the Persian Empire. Alexander's action was a revenge for the Persians destroying the Acropolis in Athens. As part of the Macedonian Empire, Persepolis remained the capital of Persia, but over time the city slowly declined. Number 4. Teotihuacan. The ancient Mesoamerican city is located in the state of Mexico. It was thought to have been founded around 100 BC and lasted until sometime between the 7th and 8th centuries AD. At its peak, it had a population of some 125,000 people or more and was the biggest city in the pre-Columbian Americas. It's known for having some of the most significant step pyramids ever constructed. The population's decline, starting around the 6th century, has been linked to extended droughts and famine that hit the region around 535 to 536. After the city collapsed, it became a site of pilgrimage during Aztec times. Today, this is Mexico's most visited archaeological site. Number 3. Leptis Magna, located in present-day Libya. This was a noted city in the Roman Empire. Located at a natural harbor, the city solidified itself as a major Saharan and Mediterranean trade center. Emperor Septimius Severus was a native of the city, and he initiated an extensive building program. Leptis Magna eventually rivaled Alexandria and Carthage as one of Roman Africa's leading cities. Over the centuries that followed, Leptis followed Rome in its decline. The city fell into ruin after the Arab conquest around 647. By the 10th century, the city was buried under sand and all but forgotten. Today, the site contains some of the world's most impressive remains of the Roman Empire. Number 2. A city that might have been connected to the first capital of one of Egypt's earliest empires was recently found. Archaeologists think the lost city, located along the Nile River, could be 7,000 years old. So far, the site has yielded remnants of houses, tools, and at least 15 graves. Archaeologists still have a ways to go, and detailed images of the unearthed city have not yet been released. But you can see some of the discoveries in pictures provided by the Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities, including a grave that still contains its occupant. Experts noted the size and craftsmanship of the burial sites indicate the dead were likely high-ranking officials and tomb builders who worked in Abydos. That was a sacred city that contained many temples and tombs and served as a capital during an early period of ancient Egyptian history. Abydos contained the temple of Seti I, which is located only 400 meters from where this new discovery was made. Number 1. Pompeii. Now, this might be the most familiar lost city on our list. Following the eruption of Vesuvius in 79 AD, the nearby city of Pompeii was covered with pumice and up to 20 feet of volcanic ash. The lack of air and moisture helped to preserve the city in that state. Everything from people to paintings and furniture were kept frozen in time. At the time of its destruction, its population was an estimated 11,000 people, all of whom were killed. The site was lost for around 1,500 years and was initially rediscovered in 1599, but a broader rediscovery took place in 1748, and Pompeii has been one of Italy's most famous tourist attractions for more than 250 years.